Assalamu alaikum student. Our next topic is role of evaporation and condensation in the water cycle. You have read about evaporation, you have read about condensation, and you will learn about the role of both these processes in water cycle. In other words, we are going to learn about water cycle. What is water cycle? Students, there are seas, rivers, lakes, canals, oceans, etc. on the earth which are called water bodies. Water is all the time being added to the atmosphere in the form of vapors or moisture because evaporation is going on all the time. Evaporation is taking place all the time, and water vapors are being added into the atmosphere. When it rains, water returns back to the earth. First, water moves from the earth to the atmosphere, but when it rains, water returns back to the earth. This cyclic movement of water from the earth to the atmosphere and then back to the earth is called water cycle. Now we shall learn about the water cycle and how it takes place. When sun shines, it makes water evaporate into the atmosphere in the form of vapor. So, water vapors come from the earth through evaporation. The other source of water vapors in the atmosphere are the transpiration, the process of transpiration, and the snow that is on mountains. First of all, you should know about transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the process in which plants release water in the air through small openings on the surface of their leaves. In other words, plants release water in the air. Before we start the water cycle, you should remember the process of evaporation and process of condensation because these two processes are involved in water cycle. Now here is the figure 4.6 that is showing water cycle. An ocean is shown here. Vapors are coming from the ocean and they are adding into the atmosphere. Here, water vapors from the plants are also coming into the atmosphere through the process of transpiration. Transpiration, as I have already told you, transpiration is the process in which plants release water. Another source of water in the atmosphere is snow on the mountains. The water from different sources, from evaporation through different process, through transpiration, evaporation is being added into the atmosphere. As these water vapors go up, they lose energy and the process of condensation takes place. Here you see process of water vapors go up through transpiration and evaporation and from the snow on mountains. As the water vapor rise up, they lose energy. Process of condensation takes place and during which water vapor they are changed into water droplets. At a certain height, these water droplets coming from different direction, they gather in the air and they form clouds. They form clouds. The water droplets in the cloud get heavier and heavier that the air cannot hold them anymore. As a result, the water falls down in the form of rain. Water comes back again to the earth in the form of rain and snow. This water that falls on the earth, it moves back to the rivers, streams, lakes, canals, and seas, etc. In this way, water is always moving in a cycle. As you know, process of evaporation and condensation are involved in the water cycle. Here you have seen water goes through the three phases of physical state: liquid, solid, gas. In the earth system, it evaporates from plants as well as land and water surfaces into the atmosphere, and after condensing in clouds returns to the earth as rain and snow. This is all about the water cycle, and this is all about the today's lesson.